Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, 2016 NFL MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons face off against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league, and guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again.
The return man is Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're brought out by a man who needs very little introduction in his 18th year in the NFL, future Hall of Famer Drew Brees.
And to say that he knows every bit of the New Orleans offensive playbook, terminology, nuances, and creates a few of his own would actually be an understatement for Drew Brees. He makes everything go with that offense and makes everyone around him better. Every time he takes a snap, there's a potential for a big play and a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready, yellow lady.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Falcons coming back out here onto the field. This has been a team that's had an interesting season. The rough start, then they picked it up some. As you look in your crystal ball going forward down the stretch, what do you see for the Falcons?
Well, I think on the surface you would think the injuries are just too much to overcome on the defensive side of the ball. But the way they've been playing recently, they put everything on the offense and just asking the defense to do just enough. And the offense is really giving them great play because Matt Ryan can throw to Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, the rookie Calvin Ridley, Tevin Coleman and Ito Smith running it and catching it. They're starting to put up points in big numbers and making people chase them each and every game.
And they may want to start to pad some wins now because 3 of their last 4 in the regular season are on the road, including trips to Green Bay and Carolina.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
And we'll see the second half of their dynamic duo in the backfield, and that's Alvin Kamara, who in 2017, the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. How about this? Over 1,500 total yards and 13 total touchdowns in a debut performance. Expect more of the same and probably a little bit extra.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. It'll be Matt Ryan leading him under center, the 11th-year quarterback, 4-time Pro Bowler, and the MVP of the league in 2016.
What a season Matt Ryan had in 2016 where he led the NFL in so many different categories as a quarterback. Numbers dropped in 2017, but the team still qualified for the playoffs, took down the higher-seeded Rams in L.A. before losing a tough one in Philadelphia to the eventual Super Bowl champions. Matt Ryan, he makes them go in Atlanta.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 46. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
4 straight seasons of 1,000 yards for Julio Jones as wide receiver. One of the strongest receivers in the league. Runs over defensive backs, but also thinks his way through the game. Really knows how to collaborate with his quarterback, Matt Ryan.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
And Manti Te'o started to reclaim his form as a middle linebacker in 2017 after 4 seasons with the Chargers out on the West Coast. An excellent run stopper, understands the passing game really well, and down the stretch, made big play after big play to help the Saints to the playoffs.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that is working very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas, channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On second down, here's Brees. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brees to throw on second down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 52 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Kamara now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Ready. We're waiting. Reset.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go. Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready. We're waiting.
To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Single. Ready. You waiting? Play set.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey. Ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready. You waiting?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Hey, we are ready. You waiting?
So 1 quarter in the books here on a Thanksgiving night. It's a close game here early on. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Ready? You waiting?
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Coleman, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He spins free, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Here's Bosher to kick it away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Breeze now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, it's certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the Garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play action. It's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Kamara now to return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breeze hands to Ingram, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Breeze now. Floating one complete for Marshall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a
first
little
down.
discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Breeze. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Ryan. Going underneath. It's Coleman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we are ready. Back 25.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on 3rd down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another first down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carr. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now Breeze again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. You waiting?
Again, it's Breeze. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check, 59.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. What's good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudins get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action, Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Ryan will throw again. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 8 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Breeze now on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready, yellow lady.
Breeze now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready. You ready? We're shot.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. You ready? We're shot.
Breeze going to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson from 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Ryan now off the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Off the bootleg, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Kamara now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You know, you got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ready, waiting,
from the gun, it's Brees. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play call right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total. And they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready? You waiting? Okay.
Now Breeze on third down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. This man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And an alley to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're looking for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready. You waiting?
Shotgun now for Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
You waiting?
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready. You ready?
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You waiting?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready. You waiting?
To throw, it's Breeze. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Bree's going to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Get up!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ito Smith, his first carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we'll see what Brandon Marshall and the offense has in store this go-around. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey. Ready. Yellow waiting.
Breeze now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Ready. Waiting. Play side.
Again, it's Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze to throw on second down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Breeze. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the Auburn away and bring up second down.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Ryan wants to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Ryan to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Breeze now to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
That
And
penalty
this is
declined.
why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Back to throw, Breeze. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Breeze to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
One final try here for Breeze. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.